The Netherlands, tulips, windmills. And a secret? We see beautiful pictures, sparkling canals, bikes everywhere. A perfect place, right? Hold on. Behind the pretty pictures, there's a darker story. The Netherlands has serious problems. Crime, discrimination, poverty. These are real struggles for many Dutch people. This is the story they don't show you. We're not here to criticize the Netherlands. We're here to talk about difficult truths. Even in rich countries, there are big problems. We're showing you what's really happening. The Netherlands looks good on the outside, but the inside is different. It's time to talk about it. Let's talk about safety. It's a fundamental human need, something we all crave and deserve. But what happens when that sense of security is stripped away? When the place you call home becomes a source of fear rather than comfort? The Netherlands is supposed to be a great place to live, unless you're scared. Known for its picturesque landscapes, vibrant culture, and high quality of life, it seems like an ideal place to settle down. But beneath this serene surface lies a troubling reality for many residents. Many people, especially those with less money, worry about crime every day. In low-income neighborhoods, the fear of becoming a victim of crime is a constant companion. It's not just an abstract concern, it's a daily struggle that affects their quality of life. Imagine walking home at night afraid, always looking over your shoulder. The streets that should be familiar and welcoming turn into a maze of potential threats. Every shadow, every sound becomes a reason to quicken your pace, to wish you were safely behind locked doors. This is real for many Dutch people. The numbers show it. Crime statistics paint a grim picture, revealing the extent of the problem. It's not just a perception, it's a documented reality that affects thousands of lives. The Netherlands has high crime rates, especially for poorer people. These communities are often the hardest hit, bearing the brunt of criminal activities. The disparity in safety between affluent and low-income areas is stark and troubling. Think about that. One of the richest places in the world, and people are afraid. It's a paradox that in a country known for its wealth and prosperity, so many live in fear. The contrast between the luxurious lifestyles of the rich and the daily anxieties of the poor is striking. Being rich doesn't mean you're safe. Even in upscale neighborhoods, the presence of security measures and the worried expressions of residents tell a story of their own. Wealth can buy many things, but it can't always guarantee safety. This isn't just about small thefts. The crimes we're talking about are serious and often violent. They leave lasting scars on communities and individuals alike. We're talking about serious crimes, people breaking into homes, and a feeling of danger everywhere. The sense of violation that comes with a home invasion is profound. It's not just about the loss of property, it's about the loss of peace of mind. The government needs to fix this. Addressing high crime rates requires a concerted effort from all levels of government. It's about more than just increasing police presence. It's about creating comprehensive strategies that address the root causes of crime. More police, programs to stop crime, and helping people out of poverty are important. Community programs that foster positive interactions between police and residents can build trust and cooperation. Addressing poverty and providing opportunities can reduce the desperation that often leads to crime. Ignoring this problem will make it worse. If we turn a blind eye to the issue, it will only grow. We must acknowledge the reality of high crime rates and work together to create safer, more secure communities for everyone. It's not just small crimes. What we see on the surface, the petty thefts, the minor drug busts, is just the tip of the iceberg. Beneath this lies a sprawling network of organized crime that operates with chilling efficiency. The Netherlands has a bigger, scarier, secret organized crime. This isn't just a local issue, it's a national crisis that affects every corner of the country. From the bustling cities to the quiet countryside, no place is immune. Forget the movies. This isn't cool gangsters. The romanticized image of the suave, sophisticated criminal is a dangerous myth. In reality, these criminals are ruthless, violent, and driven by greed. This is real drugs, human trafficking, and violence on our streets. The impact is devastating, tearing apart communities and leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. The Netherlands is a center for drug dealing in Europe. The ports of Rotterdam and Amsterdam are key entry points for illegal substances, making the country a hub for the European drug trade. The ports, the location, the laws, it's all perfect for criminals. The strategic position of the Netherlands, combined with its extensive transport network, makes it an ideal gateway for smuggling operations. And who suffers? Regular people. The everyday citizens who just want to live their lives in peace are the ones who bear the brunt of this criminal activity. Young people tricked into selling drugs, Vulnerable youth are often targeted by these criminal organizations, lured in with promises of quick money and a better life, only to find themselves trapped in a dangerous world. Families hurt by addiction and violence. The ripple effects of organized crime extend far beyond the immediate victims, affecting families and entire communities. Organized crime hides in the dark. These criminals operate in the shadows, using fear and intimidation to keep their activities hidden from the public eye. We need to shine a light on it and make those in charge do something. Public awareness and pressure are crucial in the fight against organized crime. We must demand action from our leaders and law enforcement agencies. Stronger police, stricter borders, and stopping the money flow are all important. Effective law enforcement, tighter border controls, and cutting off the financial lifelines of these criminal organizations are essential steps in dismantling their operations. The Netherlands can't be a safe place for criminals. We must work together to reclaim our streets and ensure that our country is a safe and secure place for all its citizens. Let's talk about something uncomfortable: racism. Even in the Netherlands, a country known for tolerance, racism exists. It's not always obvious, but it's there, hidden. We've seen the stories: hotels refusing black people, racist chants at soccer games, and small, everyday actions that hurt people of color. This isn't about being too sensitive, this is about listening to people who experience racism every day. The Netherlands needs to talk honestly about race. We need to change the systems that allow racism to continue. We need more diversity in leaders, stronger laws against racism, and more education. Ignoring racism won't make it disappear. Many Dutch people are struggling, even though the country looks rich. The picturesque streets and modern skylines hide a growing problem. Beneath the surface, many families are finding it hard to make ends meet. The cost of living has skyrocketed, and wages have not kept pace. This disparity is creating a society where the gap between the haves and the have-nots is widening every day. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer, and the middle class is stuck. In affluent neighborhoods, luxury homes and high-end stores paint a picture of prosperity, but this is not the reality for everyone. While some enjoy the benefits of a booming economy, others are left behind, struggling to keep up with rising expenses and stagnant wages. Rent is too high, pay is too low, and everything costs too much. Families are forced to make tough choices every day. Do they pay the rent or buy groceries? Do they heat their homes or save for their children's education? These are not choices anyone should have to make in a wealthy nation. This isn't about lazy people. The Dutch workforce is known for its diligence and productivity. People are working hard, often in multiple jobs, just to stay afloat. The problem lies in the system that fails to reward their efforts adequately. This is about hard workers who can't keep up. Despite their best efforts, many find themselves falling behind. The cost of living continues to rise, but wages remain stagnant. This imbalance is unsustainable and unfair. People working 2 or 3 jobs just to survive. It's not uncommon to see individuals juggling multiple roles, from day jobs to night shifts, just to make ends meet. This relentless grind takes a toll on their health and well-being. People who could lose everything if something goes wrong. A single unexpected expense, like a medical bill or car repair, can push families over the edge. The safety net is thin, and many are one crisis away from disaster. The government needs to fix this inequality. Policymakers must address the root causes of this economic disparity. It's not enough to acknowledge the problem. Action is required to create meaningful change. We need cheaper homes, higher minimum wage, and help for small businesses. Affordable housing is a fundamental right, and wages should reflect the cost of living. Supporting small businesses can also create more jobs and stimulate the economy. We need an economy that works for everyone, not just the rich. An inclusive economy ensures that all citizens have the opportunity to thrive. This means fair wages, affordable housing, and support for those in need. Ignoring this will cause big problems. If we fail to address these issues, the social fabric of our society will continue to fray. It's time for action, not just words, to build a fairer, more equitable future for all. Here's something shocking. More people in the Netherlands are using food banks. Think about that. In a rich country, people need charity to eat. This isn't about people making bad choices. This is about the system failing. It's about working people, older people, and families who are struggling. The government needs to fix the reasons why people can't afford food. This means fighting poverty, making sure people earn enough money, and helping those in need. No one in the Netherlands should be hungry. Food banks are a temporary fix for a big problem. These problems are all connected. They make each other worse, creating a cycle of poverty, crime, and sadness. Dutch society is struggling, and we can see the results. More unrest, more mental health problems, and more people feeling hopeless. The Dutch way of life, once an example for others, is showing cracks. The values the Netherlands is proud of, tolerance, equality, helping each other, are disappearing. This is a warning. The Netherlands needs to fix these problems before it's too late. We need to help our communities, support those in need, and create a fairer society. Ignoring these problems won't make them go away. It's time to talk. The Netherlands can't ignore these problems anymore. We need to see what's really happening and demand better. This isn't being negative, it's about loving our country and wanting it to be the best it can be. We need to talk openly and honestly. We need to challenge the way things are and demand better from our leaders. We need the media to tell these stories and give a voice to those who don't have one. Change takes time, but it has to start somewhere. It starts with us, it starts with a conversation. Even with these problems, there's hope. The Netherlands has a history of making things better, and we can do it again. But we need to work together. We need to unite as a country, no matter our race, religion, or how much money we have. We need to work towards a shared goal, a Netherlands where everyone can succeed. A Netherlands with less crime, no discrimination, and where everyone has what they need. This is the Netherlands we should aim for. This is the Netherlands we deserve. The time for change is now.